Hua Hin's #1 wake-up call. Surf Breakfast with Leigh Higgins presents Not Your Standard Breakfast Show on Surf Radio.
And my special guest this morning is Caroline. Good morning, Caroline. How are you?
Good morning, Leigh.
So have you been to the Standard before?
Yes, I was here once for dinner and it was very delicious.
Yeah, no. The food here is good. Don't get me started. But we're here today to talk about what you do. Now, you're from Caro's World of Magic. What is that all about?
It's all about pop-up events to spay and neuter stray dogs, stray cats, and pets from low-income locals.
And how long have you been doing this?
I'm doing this actually for over 10 years.
Okay.
But it started really very intense with our FIXemALL project, which was started together with Margot Homburg and me.
Tell me a little bit of background around you. You're from Switzerland.
Yes, I'm from Switzerland.
Did you grow up in Switzerland?
I grew up in Switzerland, finished my study there.
And what did you do in Switzerland?
I was a nurse.
Okay.
And in the end, I was a head nurse.
Head nurse. And when did you come to Thailand or come back to, because you're a Thai national, when did you come back to Thailand?
I came back to Thailand 15 years ago with my backpack after burnout and never left.
I think that's a story of a lot of people, you know, but it's interesting because you've lived most of your life or a lot of your life in Switzerland and you've come here like a lot of international people do, so you're doing the same journey. And so how did all this start about you looking after or neutering and spaying soy dogs? How did all this start?
I always loved animals back in my childhood already, and I just feel sorry for the animals in Thailand, everywhere in this world, and we have to grab the problems at the root, and this is only by spay and neutering all the animals.
And how did, so what did you do one day? You just went, okay, I'm just going to start doing this. Like, it sounds easy, but it's obviously not easy to go and do, is it?
No, it's not easy. Mostly I plan our events 1 year in advance already.
Okay.
We go and talk to the Tesaban, to the temples, go and ask permissions. It's a lot of documentation we have to do and fill out. Also finding the vets, preparing everything.
And you've got people helping you?
Yes, I get people helping me. Most of them are volunteers. We are all volunteers. We have only 4 full-time staff members, and the rest is friends.
Okay. And do you do this full-time or do you have other activities that you do?
I work next to this.
Okay.
I have a full-time job in translation and doing my properties.
Okay.
And this is just something we do next to our work, actually. All my friends are working.
So you've got a lot on your plate.
I got a lot on my plate.
Now we're here this morning also to talk about, because your foundation is now a proper foundation.
Yes.
So that's a big thing, isn't it?
It is, and it took me a long time, but we are finally there.
This morning you're listening to Leigh Higgins on Not Your Standard Breakfast Show, and my special guest this morning is Caroline from Caro's World of Magic. So Caroline, tell me a little bit more about what you do around neutering and spaying soy dogs.
We do pop-up events. We are very famous for our pop-up events with the locals. We drive outskirts to Hua Hin sub-district, set up our field clinic there, and let people bring in their own animals.
Okay.
And catching stray dogs on the way.
So how do you go about organising all of that? Because it sounds simple-ish, but not, right?
Yeah, like I said, we start organizing our events 1 year in advance already, so everything is planned. And like for next year, I will start planning this week, and then we go and do all the paperwork.
And how do you know where to go?
This is all set plans already. We did Hua Hin and all Hua Hin sub-district already, and now it's like a maintenance pay.
Okay, so you go, do people ring you and say, I've got these dogs here, or how does all that come together? How do you know that you need to go to certain areas around Hua Hin?
Mostly they are feeders, the really low income Thai community, they call me and ask for help to get the dogs spayed or the dog catch to be spayed. So we're working very, very close to locals, low income locals. And then they also tell us when the dog comes out and when he comes to get the food.
Right, okay. Because there is some certain areas where there is lots of dogs, so it just means the community can't afford to go and neuter or spay the dogs themselves.
Yes, yes. And that's why we are here to help them.
Yes. And so do people contact you a lot, like saying, oh, I've got this dog in my area, or I've got a dog that I don't want anymore? Does that happen?
That happened very, very often in the last few months, or almost about a year.
And like when you go out into the field, who goes with you?
There's a whole team. We get Pivit from Bangkok. It's a professional doctor. He comes once a month for 3 days, and then we go out to the field to get the dogs started, located, and then bring to our events.
And have you seen the population of soy dogs reduce over time? Because you've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah, it is reducing. It just takes a lot of time. You can never do 100% of the animals. This is impossible. But every animal you do, it's a lot of help already.
And I think, so for one thing for me is, there is some areas that, seem to have a lot more dogs. So you are right, you can never catch all those dogs, can you?
No, you will never catch 100%.
And do you try to do male and female or just female?
We do males and females, but first we focus on the females first. This is what we did the last few years. And we also get the males in, but first we focusing on the females.
Okay. Tell me about how difficult it is to take a project to become a foundation.
It is very, very difficult. You need at least 3 Thai people, Thai national, to be in the board, and you have to choose them very wise. But for me it was easy. We are all friends, so 3 friends coming together, but they want to see what you have. So that means you have to show them how many lands you have, houses, the whole income process need to be shown by the.
Well, and I think it's the right thing from a government point of view to make sure that the foundations are, clear and transparent, because people are donating, aren't they?
Yes. And I'm completely fine with it, and it took us a long time, but we are there now.
And so what does that mean now for you going forward, being a foundation? Does that change anything that you're doing?
It won't change a lot what we're doing. We will keep focusing on what we do so far. Just it opens doors for us to get more donations to do more, not only in Hua Hin, also outside of Hua Hin. Right now we're focusing on Hua Hin and Hua Hin sub-district.
Okay. And when you talk about how much it costs, do you have a figure in mind of how much it costs to spay or neuter a dog?
One dog we pay 800 baht per dog and 500 baht per cat. This is a very, very special price we get from the vets.
Okay. But that, that mounts up over time. So how do people get in contact with you if they do want to donate, or they, how does that process work?
They can donate over our homepage or Facebook, on social media.
And do you get people wanting to volunteer and do things for you?
Yes, we get our volunteers. They come and walk the dogs.
Yes.
And socializing.
Well, and it takes a very special person to do what you do. What are the traits, the people and the team that you have? What do they possess that makes them special about helping you out?
I think it's the love they get. It is all about love. When you come, you see a happy place where you can just be yourself without being judged by people, and this is what they get.
And I think, for people who want to volunteer, or, do you take new volunteers on?
We are taking new volunteers on, but not so many anymore, because when they come, they have to stay quite a long time. Otherwise, all the change will just confuse my dogs.
Yes, because it is not just something that you can do for a couple of days, because you've got to train people, don't you?
Yes, we're going through the whole process to know the dogs. Dogs have to trust you, and we have to trust you, and it takes time.
And have you got a new property, I heard? What's Magic Land?
Magic Land is our happy place. It's a place where everybody can just be happy.
Yes.
And animals there can have a new life
and
after abuse.
And you say animals, what does that mean?
We went a little bit crazy. We have now 40 dogs, 35 cats, 2 pigs, 42 ducks, and 1 rabbit. It's a little bit.
Mrs. Doolittle?
Yes, something like this.
Oh, look, I think it sounds like you've got a big heart. So are you taking dogs in and animals in? Is that what this is all about?
No, these are dogs and cats we found on our spay event with FIXemALL. So sometimes you find blind dogs you cannot return. You find disabled dogs, they can't make it. And these are all animals we find ourselves. So no dogs or cats are brought in from other people.
Right, yeah, because it's not a shelter, is it?
No.
Tell me a little bit more about the costs of this.
There is a lot of cost involved, not only the spay and neuter costs. Means we need gasoline to get the animals, we need to maintain our gear, food for the staff, food for the animals to get them done.
And to spay and neuter a cat or a dog, what sort of costs is that? And who supports that?
1 dog we pay 800 baht, and for 1 cat 500 baht.
Mm-hmm.
In Hua Hin and Hua Hin sub-district is paid by Margot Homburg, one of my friends and the biggest sponsors. And the rest we have to cover ourselves.
And so what's a meaningful way that listeners can support your foundation?
Of course by donating, or just bring us food for the team, drinks for the team, or a can of gasoline.
Pretty easy, right?
Yes.
But I think, it's not about, big things. 1 big bag of dog food can go a long way.
Yes, 1 big bag of dog food can go a very long way. We're using this to attract stray dogs to get them adopted.
Right, okay.
Yes.
And so tell me a little bit more around the process of doing that, say, around in Hua Hin. So how do you go about going out, and tell me about what happens on the day?
On these days when we go out darting the dogs, we mostly wake up at 5 a.m. and are ready at 6 a.m. in the morning. You can find the team somewhere in the bush or up on a tree to get the animals darted.
And do you go and search those areas beforehand so you know how many dogs you're going to potentially see?
Yes, we have a very big group of volunteers and feeders, and they tell us exactly when the dog comes out.
Okay. Well, I think you getting foundation status for your project is a big step forward, but it also gives confidence to people that they know that the money that they are going to maybe donate to you or to this foundation is in a safe place. So what happens ongoing with your foundation? Where are you going to take this?
We're going to take this for the next generation, actually. The foundation was built to make sure that we can go a very, very long way and forever. Also to keep all the animals we rescued safe at one place.
And this foundation is really focused on helping low-income earning Thai people and Thai families and communities around Hua Hin with supporting this area, aren't you?
Yes. Without them, we could not do what we are doing. They are the real heroes in the whole story.
Well, thank you, Caroline, for coming in today. Now, we'll put some details up on our Facebook page, so if people do want to get in contact with you, or they want to donate, or bring a big bag of dog food to you, well, they will have that opportunity to do that. But do you have a Facebook page?
Yes, we have a Facebook page called Caro's World of Magic.
Okay, easy to find.
easy to find, yes.
Good on you. Well, it's been a pleasure talking with you today. You're a very inspirational person, and I've really enjoyed chatting with you about what you're doing. So thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you very much, Leigh, for having me here.
No problems. Good morning.
Surf Radio.